So the first step for this is going to be that I'm going to create a folder in my htdocs. I'm creating a website for sales. I've just created a folder called as sales. So I've done that. I've just created a folder called as sales in htdocs. Is that right? I'm going to start my Dreamweaver. How many of you have got CS6 version? How many of you have got CC version? And how many of you have got Dreamweaver 4? 4? The screen slightly looks different on 4. Is that okay? And screen might slightly look different on premium version, the higher version than this, right? I have a screenshot for CS4, so remind me, I can give you that screenshot as well. But you wouldn't need it if you see what I'm doing, and try to understand, not remember, like not copy me. Does that make sense? If you try to understand what am I putting where, you'll understand it. Right? Manage size. I'm going to cancel it because usually you don't want to get this screen. This is what you see in the beginning, is that right? Yeah. You go to site and you say new site. Yeah. It says here site name and local site folder. Is that okay? Now, if you are doing a static website, that's all what you do. You just put the name of the site, give your folder name, and that's it. You start working. Yeah. But for your dynamic website, what you would need to go is do this site, give a site name. I'm purposefully giving it a different name to say this is just a name in Dreamweaver. It has got nothing to do with my folder name. Does that make sense? It has got nothing to do with your folder name. Yeah? It's just a name for you to recognize in Dreamweaver because you might be working on multiple projects. And every project will have a different folder, right? Now here it says local site folder. I am going to go and choose my C exam, the folder which I just created, htdocs and sales. It's okay, I've picked them up. I went and collected because I needed them, so it's okay. Right. So once I've done that, you can click on save, but what will happen is if you click on save, the window will close. Does that make sense? Yeah? I don't want you to hit save yet. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go back here, site, and say manage sites now. And can you see the name now? Right? Just click on that and edit. I mean, I shouldn't have closed the screen. Does that make sense? But the whole idea is that once you've, even by mistakenly close the screen, don't panic. You can actually go back on that screen again. Now here, site is fine. Click on servers. Is that okay? Click on plus. You're going to add a server. Is that okay? So plus, it says here, unnamed server. Give whatever name you want to. I don't even have a problem. Just write down whatever you want to write down. Server name is whatever you want to write down. Here, connect using. Does it say anything? Local network, because your server is on your machine itself. Is that right? So local network, server folder, it's the same folder which we just selected earlier. Exam sales, right? Just select, right? But now this is very important. HTTP URL is localhost /sales. We never write down exam htdocs. The how will I access my website is localhost and sales. Is that okay? Localhost is how you go to the server on from the web browser. And which folder do you want to go to? You want to go to folder or the site called as sales.
So the server, you have to define it for every project you're doing.
You will have
because it's unique.
Yeah, for the folder basically. Is that okay? You can go to advanced, it is not necessary. You can go to advanced tab, server model, you can choose PHP MySQL. But by default, if you don't choose anything, it is still PHP MySQL. You know, the default model is PHP MySQL. This just says that I could use any other technology. Does that make sense? But I am choosing PHP and connect with MySQL database. Is that okay? Is that fine? Yeah? Click on save. It will come up here. Can you see? The server name has come up here. You need to take this remote tick away and click on testing. This is not my remote server, it's my testing server. Is that okay? The steps handout is you, and that's why I said while I'm doing it, can you want to make any notes, just make the notes, right? And click on save. It will give you this message that I need to create a cache of that. Fine, create, click on OK. Done. And right now you are in that project. Does that make sense? Obviously it is empty because I haven't created anything in that folder. So in Dreamweaver you will see all your files here. Whatever files we will create, we will see them here. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Just for practice, can we create the same one? Same
Yeah, I want you to, now I'm going to stop and I want you to create and repeat this step